Hey planner babes, it's Mandy from Create with Mandy, and today I'm setting up my planner and kind of, taking pages out and putting them back in to prep for April and the following months. As we're getting towards the end of March, the last sections in my planner only have up until March, so I'm going to switch that all out and kind of talk to you guys through the process. So I obviously use a classic size happy planner. This is like my catch-all where I have a bunch of different sections in it, and I love this idea of having it all in one. I usually don't take my planners anywhere anyway, but I noticed when they were all in separate planners, like my classic, wellness, social media, finances, when they're all in separate planners, I just wasn't like using them and wasn't, like opening them up because it was in a drawer in my desk or whatever. So by having them all together really has helped. So before we get too far into this, let me just say, if you like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first section of this planner is my everyday catch-all planner. This is where my main to-dos go, my main planner. So I have January and up until now. I think I'm gonna keep them because I always like to look back and reference and look back at some of my favorite spreads and stuff like that. So going to keep those in there. So here is April, and I have up until June in here. So here's June, and here's the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. I don't know why I just had 6 months of my classic in here. I mean, that's my main one, so I'm gonna keep that, obviously. So where I need to actually do some changing around is wellness, social media, finances. So these are my main planners. I also have one other planner, my mini planner for business, and I keep that over on my desk that I have all of my stickers for my business on, and my printer and business stuff. So that's why that one is separate. So let's go ahead and take out these. I'm going to take out all of February, but I think I will keep, actually I don't think I need the divider because I haven't been using that in my wellness. So I'm going to take all of that out. So take it out a little bit at a time. And if you want to see any of these plan with me's or the after the pens, I have all of that in my wellness plan with me's. I show you the previous weeks after the pen in those plan with me's, so that is fun. You can go check those out. So this is the planner that I use for this wellness section. It's obviously separate here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these pages in. So you can see I have January in here. So let's find the end of January. Oh, that one was so cute. I need to do something similar to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and punch these in. And here's April, and I forgot how cute the dividers are because I haven't seen this one. It's been over in my little organizer next to my desk. So let's bring in April, and let's bring in May too. Then we won't have to do this again for a little while. April, May. The dividers in this planner are just so cute. And there's a new planner that came out in the spring launch from the Happy Planner that's similar. It was done by the same artist, Alley House. And it's so adorable, and it's a monthly planner. I'll link that one below if I remember. Because it's so cute and I want it, but I have no real reason, so I don't think I'm gonna go get it for myself because I think that's just a little unnecessary. But it's so cute, in the same artist did the illustrations. Now let's put in May, and then we have our dashboard here at the beginning of March, and I guess let's go ahead and keep that there. I think that's good. I don't love putting these within the weeks because it's here and it's covering up this side, and I can only see one side at a time. So I've just been keeping these dividers right before the section, and then so I flip the divider, and then I'll just go ahead and flip to the week or whatever that we're on. So now we have 2 months of the wellness. Now we can go to social media. So let me grab that planner. This is the planner that I use for the social media part. This is Modern Farmhouse. And this was an 18-month planner that started in July of 2020, I believe. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put in February because I don't need that anymore. Let's leave the currently page because I do reference that occasionally. So let's go find the month. No, January. Here's April. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this one back in here. And then I can have the whole planner all together at the end of the year. So all of this is filled out. And so as I continue to use it in my classic, I will just move the pages back over, and then by the end of the year I'll have a whole completed planner, but I'm just taking it out as I plan in those weeks. Also, this is one of my favorite spreads in this planner. Obviously separate pages, but so cute. Loved how this one came together. And I kind of wish I could replicate it. Maybe I can with some different color of these flowers, but just love that one. Okay, so here's March, and then here is the end of that, April. So let's put in the April monthly. And then let's go ahead and put in May too, like I had. And let's see how thick it is. Maybe it might be too thick. I don't know. So there we go. Now I have May as well. Perfect. And then finances. Let's just see how thick it is. It's a little thick, but I guess it's not too bad. I could always take out a month here. I could take out June because everything else is up to May. It's not really that much, so let's just leave it. Okay, so that is it for the social media planner. All right, now let's go to the finance section in the back. And really all I need to do is create the next page. So I created the finance pages for, I think, January and February on my channel. I'm not 100% sure which ones I did. But I'm pretty sure for March I did it on my own and didn't film it. But let's go ahead and set this one up. I have a setup that I really like, so this shouldn't take long or whatever, you know, since I know what I like and have that like layout. So I picked out these florals beforehand. They're nice and bright, I think perfect for April. Just use this big one right here in the corner. So pretty. Okay, and then let's see what else we have in this section. Some pretty ones, but I don't need that. Let's go ahead and put this flower up here. Just a little box for some extra decoration. All right, and then this is the main book that I use. So this is from the Be Happy box that came out a while ago. I forget the name of it. Oh goodness. But it is really gorgeous. I think it's a floral one. Anyway, so sorry, I don't remember the name. But anyway, I don't think you can get it anymore. It's unfortunate, but I love these notes squares. They've been working perfectly for the breakdown of where I've been spending money in categories. So let me just recap in case I didn't mention that this is my finance section. I guess I did, but just want to make sure. And so tracking my spending, and it works really well to help me keep track of that and just knowing what I'm spending, because I have to write it down every time I spend something. All right, so now I'm just gonna look for a sticker to put where I can write in April. I don't like those. Thinking this one is pretty. And then I'll write April in here. Kind of do something like that. pretty. Let's see if there's any other flowers we want to put it with. Let's go ahead and just do it right there. And then I'll just grab a regular old pen and write in April. Let's do 2021. All right, and then what I do is, let's put a little box for expenses. Maybe let's grab a different color. Let's grab a yellow and write expenses. And so we put date, let me see, item, and then amount. And I usually don't put it like by item, I usually do it like where I purchased something, but I didn't have like a great name for that. So anyway, that's what that is. And then now over here, let me just take a peek at what I did. Okay. Over here, just refreshing my memory, because I have stuff written in I don't want to share from last month. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do a little flower underneath, or leaves rather. That's so cute. Let's go ahead and write in income, which is what I put over here. And then I like to use some dots. Let's see what I did. I put a checklist and then some dots, but I don't know if there's any checklists in here. Let's see if there's any in here. I don't think so. No. Oh, wait. No, no, no. Okay, that's fine. So what we can do instead, I guess we don't really need anything, but I usually do like shop income, whether that's Etsy or my shop over here, and then I will do any other, which is like YouTube or my affiliate links, commission from those. So let's look for some colors. Let's go ahead and put a purple one. I'm gonna do a little bit of a multicolor thing going on. Let's get a purple, green, let's grab a pink, maybe let's grab, so we got a pink, and then let's grab a yellow. And that should probably be good, and then if I have anything else, I can always add in another dot or something. But there we go. That will be other. And then I like to do like a summary or like a breakdown, I guess. So let's grab this box. And let me just take a peek at how far that went. Okay, so it's like about here. And let's see what I called it review, so let's continue that. And I like to use these triangles. This is what I've been using like the last couple months, and it's just been working out great. Okay, so we do total expenses. Let's grab a different color. We'll do total income. Another color. Then I do the difference between the total expenses and total income. Then I like to do what I put in savings. And then let's grab another purple and do savings balance. Now this is obviously just my way of doing things. It would obviously be different for everybody, but I found this way to work really great for me. And that's pretty much it. So I write down all my expenses, and by doing so, I think it really helps me like take a good look at what I'm spending, because I have to write it down every time. And I can be like, oh my gosh, my third time at Michael's, like I've already spent like $100 there this month. Like, I don't want to give $100 to Michael's. So stuff like that, and it just really makes you like put it into perspective. Then income over here, and then just like a review, and you can really like break it down, like see how much you spent and then how much you made, and then you know the difference, and then that can really put things into perspective too. And then the other thing I like to do is this category breakdown, so I'll go ahead and write that in now. And so this is just everything that I've purchased or spent on, and just putting it into categories and just kind of analyzing those, I guess. So I'll write in what each category is as soon as I'm done here. Alrighty. There we go. And then I put a little dot of the color mild liner next to the purchase. And that helps me look at it like that. So green is groceries, pink is business, which is always the most expensive category. Yellow is unnecessary. So stuff like Michael's, let's see, look at some unnecessary spending. Starbucks gift card, I bought something on Etsy, I went to Target, you know, stuff that really isn't necessary, and that I could live without, essentially. Okay, this one is bills, and then purple is other. So other is something like if I pay extra for my car payment, like it's technically not a bill, it was just kind of other. Or when I have to buy Honey, my dog, you know, stuff like food, meds, whatever, like I guess it's kind of like a bill, but it doesn't happen every month, and bills are like reoccurring from month to month, so that could go in there. Or if I get gas, kind of a bill, but it's not a bill, and it is necessary. It's kind of business, but it doesn't happen every month. I don't get gas every month because I really don't drive too far and too much. So that kind of goes into that other category too. So yeah, those are, that one usually I don't have too many. Literally it's been gas when I pay extra on my car payment and when I bought some food for Honey. So that's it. That's how I do my finances, which I really love and enjoy. I've been doing it the same method for years now. I used to only do it on one page and it was kind of getting cramped. So now I have 2 pages. But that is that. Let's go ahead and double check that we got everything. Put these to the side. So I've got my classic pages all the way until June. That's perfect. Wellness section, we have March, since we still have a couple weeks, and I'll probably just keep in that month so I can like refer back if I like. Sometimes I like to do that. I'm not just gonna get rid of it as soon as it's done. And then we have April and then May, so that's perfect. I have 3 months in there. And then same goes for my social media section, March, April, May. Finances are just like those 2-page spreads, and I've got a bunch of extra paper in the back too. So there we go. I think that's pretty much done. I guess now I just want to mention that these tab tabs here on my dashboard, these tab labels. I sell these in my shop. They fit perfectly in the classic dashboards, the little tabs on the top. They are clear with the black words on them. Obviously it's a little harder on this one because harder to see on this one because you have the pattern that's on top of that, but I still can read it and know what it is. But those are my tabs at the top, and I love having them labeled like that. Yeah, so that is it. That's me setting up my planner for the coming months. I hope you enjoyed, found something maybe new or something you want to try in your planner. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.